Breaking news. Nigerian police detains serial scammer Fred Ajudua in Abuja over forgery and land fraud. Can you imagine? Old man that lived on fraud from beginning till now. Hi. Now, wow. And he seems to be working with walkie stick and limping. Forged so many things, became so rich from 419. These are the problems we have. Old man at this age is still involved in criminality and forgery. What? Sahara reporters had obtained call recordings confirming how Ajudua confessed that he had an armory of over 30 AK-47 rifles and other weapons. He will have it now. So he had an armory to himself. Only God knows what and what this guy has done. The Nigerian police force has arrested and detained a suspected serial fraudster, Fred Ajudua, in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, for land fraud and forgery. This is serious. So, Sahara reporters learned from police sources on Friday that Ajudua has been arrested and detained in Abuja for 3 days now. The lawyer is known as one of the pioneers of advanced fee fraud 419, who reportedly scammed several people in his own state, Delta. He is being arrested and detained in Abuja for 3 days now, one of the sources said. So Sahara reporter exclusively reported in 2022 how Ajudua, who was undergoing trial for defrauding a former chief of army staff, Lieutenant General Ishaya Bami, of $8.4 million, was exposed in leaked phone calls fraternizing with police authorities and some top magistrates. Sahara reporters had obtained call recordings confirming how Ajudua confessed that he had an armory of over 30 AK-47 rifles and other weapons. He also confessed that he had gunmen that he used for any purpose, from self-defense to assassination. So Ajudua also alleged that he bribed the then Delta State Commissioner of Police with 3 million naira to release one AK-47 they seized from one of his men, Auda, who was arrested in communal war with Ibusa. Further, in the leaked calls, Ajudua had a phone conversation with Justice Onome Umukoro, who he reportedly influenced to remand Mr. Larry Onyezi and Emmanuel Halim in the Ogwashuku Correctional Center. So Ajudua, as far back as October 2003, was linked to 12 fraud cases, including an advance fee fraud of 1.6 million euros and another $1.5 million, both committed in 2001. He was accused of collecting money from Nelson Allen, a Canadian who lost $250 million. A German was said to have lost $350 million to him. He also said to have defrauded 2 Dutch nationals of more than $1.69 million between 1999 and 2000. On July 26, 2005, German woman Frieda Springer-Beck agreed to an out-of-court settlement after a series of inconclusive court appearances dating back to 1993. Oh boy. Fred Ajudua confessed in the audio that he had over 30 AK-47 assault rifles and other weapons. He confessed to have planted the pump-action gun with which he used in a trumped-up charge against one evangelist, Emma Chime, to send him to correctional center. A top source who shared the audio with Sahara reporters revealed. This audio was recorded when Ajudua, his hitmen, and police headed by AIG Shola were relating together. So one of Fred Ajuda's hitmen, Azikiwe Nwabowa, made this call to Pastor Jude Adefe, hence we recorded it. He also confessed that he bribed the Delta Commissioner of Police 3 million naira to release one AK-47 they seized from one Auda, who was arrested in a communal war with Ibusa. This man, not be small thing, Ajudua, Fred Ajudua, Fred Ajudua, this man, no, he not go repent. I'm telling you. The man no one repent at all. The man no one repent at all. So the investigations on their call log speak volumes of their relationship. Every attempt to ask CN Uge, okay, to recourse himself from matters involving Fred Ajudua always met with resistance and hostility. Ajudua uses his wife, Pat Ajudua, who is a member of Delta State House of Assembly, to influence the chief judge not to accede to a request of transfer of cases out of CN Uge's court if petitions are written against him. Oh boy. So the most recent of Ajuda's fraud trial was in December 2001 when a Lagos High Court ordered him to undergo a COVID-19 test at the laboratory of the Yaba Infectious Disease Center. Justice Josephine Oyefeso gave the order following Ajuda's failure to appear in court for his trial 3 consecutive times. Can you imagine? So the defendant had cited the contraction of coronavirus for his absence. So in a ruling, Mrs. Oyefeso had said that in order to verify Ajuda's claim, he must be tested in the presence of the representatives of both prosecution and defense. Oh boy. So all of this matter have been upon him. Ajudua will never change. I tell you, Ajudua will never change. And somebody is writing here in the comment section, I think this man's brain was configured with 419 code at birth. Not be smart, you know, he's a genius. When it comes to this things like this, he's a very big genius. He's a very big genius. Now, somebody's commenting, I say, please, who is he? Seems everyone knows him. Yamsi, you are not in Nigeria. If you don't know Ajudua, then you are not in Nigeria. If the guy na serious scammer, please send him to Syria prison. Not be smart, you know. So the thing here is that Ajudua is something else. He will never change. I tell you the truth. He will never change. Ajudua will never change. Ajudua will never change. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. He's still being arraigned, even at this old age, he's still being arraigned for fraud. Quite unfortunate.